Time ticking down. The Justice Department has until noon tomorrow to file that redacted version of the affidavit used to obtain a search warrant for Mar-a-Lago for the FBI. It's still unclear just how much of the information will be blacked out for the public not to see. Good evening. I'm Todd McDermott. Thank you for joining us here at 11. Ari Heights here in the studio with me with more perspective on what the public could see and not see. Ari?
Well, Todd, right here is the order from the judge. It's not very long, only about a page and a half. If you remember, the judge told the government last week to let him know what parts of the affidavit they think should be redacted. Well, this order says the judge agreed completely with the government's suggestions, so now the redacted affidavit will be released tomorrow.
The order from the judge says nothing about what we might see when the redacted affidavit is unsealed, but it's pretty clear on what we won't see. Quote, the identities of witnesses, law enforcement agents, and uncharged parties, the investigation strategy, direction, scope, sources. So what's left? Not much, according to former Department of Justice attorney Richard Serafini, but he believes that what is released will be bad news for former President Donald Trump.
I don't think there's going to be much good in there for him. The question is just how much bad will be uncovered, will not be redacted.
Specifically, Serafini believes you might see witness testimony or quotes from letters showing Trump was asked multiple times to return the documents he had taken to Mar-a-Lago, but had refused. Palm Beach County State Attorney Dave Arenberg agrees.
The stuff that can be released would seem to be material that would fill out the timeline involved, and that could show that the former president was not cooperative.
I think that there'll be some discussion of some potential crimes.
If there's anything that comes out of substance, it's going to harm the former president. That's what I expect.
So once that redacted affidavit is released, then what? Well, it's hard to answer that question specifically. We know the Department of Justice will keep investigating, but as to where that investigation will lead, we'll just have to wait and see. Reporting live, Ari Height, WPBF 25 News.